The physics of love, when marriage meets mechanics. Some people think physics is for scientists and marriage is for poets, but in God's universe, both are written in the same language. Every law of motion, every principle of stability, every equation of force whispers a truth about love, covenant, and the way two people can become one without losing themselves. Today, we're going to see how mechanical couples, not the romantic kind, but the physics kind, hold secrets for a marriage that lasts, moves, and glorifies God. And once you see it, you'll never look at love the same way again. The hidden physics in two shall become one flesh. Some truths are so baked into creation that even the laws of motion preach them. In mechanics, a couple is not about romance. It's about two equal forces, opposite in direction, whose lines of action are parallel but not collinear. They don't meet, yet they work together to produce rotation. This mirrors God's design in marriage. Man and woman aren't identical, nor are they intended to merge into one indistinct being. Their differences, rightly aligned, create movement toward a shared mission. And therefore a man shall leave his father and mother, and be joined unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Genesis 2:24. Opposites don't just attract, they advance. If you think love means removing all tension, you've misunderstood the blueprint. The moment of a couple, its ability to turn, is calculated as force multiplied by the perpendicular distance between the forces. Remove that distance and you remove the turning power. In God's marriage design, healthy distance isn't emotional separation, it's space for individuality. That space creates the torque needed to steer a family through life. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. Ecclesiastes 4:9. Without space for difference, you lose the strength for change. The greatest stability doesn't come from sameness, it comes from balance. When the two forces in a couple are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, the net force is zero, preventing unwanted motion while still allowing controlled rotation. A marriage rooted in Christ can face pressure from every side, yet remain unmoved, because the forces within are balanced in love and purpose. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. Ecclesiastes 4:12. Balance is love's secret shield. No steering wheel works with only one force applied. In vehicles, turning the wheel requires 2 opposite forces on either side. One without the other results in no rotation and no change in direction. Husband and wife, each applying their God-given role, create the steering torque to guide their household through life's turns. Can two walk together unless they are agreed? Amos 3:3. Direction requires agreement, not duplication. Sometimes, motion begins when forces stop fighting each other. If two forces in a couple act in perfect harmony, their opposing directions don't cancel out, they combine to create effective rotation. When spouses stop competing and start complementing, the marriage gains unstoppable momentum toward God's calling. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. Psalm 133:1. Unity doesn't erase differences, it harnesses them.